And once you guys so just because of the mic situation, I'm gonna ask you like a two-party question. But one, I would love. So you guys have been on tour, right?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm gonna flip the mic over to you here in a sec. Tell us a little bit about, dude. So when I was growing up, one of my biggest dreams, like literally all I wanted to do with my life was go on tour in a punk band, and literally like I didn't care if I was broke. Like I just wanted to go around the U.S., freaking play music with my best friends, and go on tour and like do that kind of life. Tell us a little bit about like tour life, like just kind of go through the things. So like where have you been? What is that? What does that look like? What's like the kind of day-to-day activities you guys go? Like, yeah, tell us like how many tours you guys have been on. Just kind of dive into that a little bit.
Sure. It's my favorite thing to talk about, man.
Yeah.
Touring is unreal. Like, some of the best times of my life have been on tour. I'm really grateful because at one point we had an RV, and that was the most lit thing ever. Because we've gone on tours. We've gone up to like the East Coast. We've hit like Georgia, South Carolina. We've hit like New York, New Jersey. We've gone all the way up there. Pennsylvania, New Jersey. Those places are so sweet. We've met a lot of cool bands on the way too, and that's a really big thing of growing, is meeting other bands and supporting them too that aren't even Jax based, you know. But also we've gone out west. We've gone to Texas. We've hit like New Orleans. We've hit the furthest we've gone is Texas, but we're trying to get out to California next. That's the next big thing.
So how about this? What would you say is probably your best experience as far as one of the states that you went to? And give us a little experience, something that you experienced that's memorable about that.
Oh, dude. Okay, there was a really cool time. First thing that popped up in my head is we opened up for a band called Cherub, and they have a song called like Doses and Mimosas. I don't know if you guys have heard that or not. But they we opened up for them at Ole Miss for like a frat show. And they had a full stage, like professionally made sound stage in the backyard of this massive frat house. There had to have been like 1,500, 2,000 people there.
Jesus Christ.
And we opened up for him, man. That was like
crowd.
It was crazy because we had our RV parked out front, and we would walk out, and everyone would think that we were Cherub, and they would like run after us, and we were like, no. But it was really cool, man. That was the first like big moment. I was so nervous to go up on stage, man. Like there was a backstage area and everyone was just like gathered up. It was crazy. A lot of crowd surfing.
So what is the feeling on stage? Like I'm sure there's some sort of euphoria that you guys get when you guys are performing.
Dude,
because I mean it's crowd control, and I think that's ridiculous. Because I see people, you know, like big artists and like their concerts, and like they have such crazy crowd control. So I just kind of want to know what that feels like. I'm sure it's insane.
It's insane, man. My favorite thing to do is just jam. Like, I like to put on a show somewhat of just, like, I hate to say it, but shredding, like, super hard. Crowd control, I mean, I feel like people just resonate with the music that we have.
Right.
Seeing them move to that and giving them the energy that they need to give it back to us in a way. Like, if we put all the energy into our show and we're active and moving, then people tend to engage with that and give it back to us, which is really nice.
Yeah, that's pretty dope, man.
It's a very different dynamic because we had rappers before, but you actually went out and toured, and you're a band too, so it's not like a one-man act. It's a band. I do want to kind of ask you. Joe, I'm sorry, Joe. I need a question.
You're good, man.
I want to ask you, how is the dynamic about being in a band? Well, first of all, how many people in your band?
Oh, there's 4 people. We got drummer Holden, bassist Carl, and singer Matthew.
Yeah, and what's the whole dynamic there with like when you guys are on tour with like, because you guys living together essentially for like when you're on tour. Like, how is it that dynamic when you're on touring, when y'all just recording music? Because it's like I said, like if it was just like this podcast almost is like not a one man show, right? We all.
Right.
We're like a band in our own sense.
Yeah, everyone's a band like in our own sense, right, Joey? Yeah. So like, how's the dynamic? How do you guys argue? Like, you know, kind of, you just heard me, Randy, kind of go back and forth. Is there that in your band?
Yeah, it's brotherly love for sure. The drummer and the bassist right now, they're kind of newer additions to the band because our bassist left like somewhat recently, so we haven't toured with these guys, but they're so awesome. I love them. We did write and record all this new music with them, which is sick. They bring new elements to the table, which is really nice. What was I gonna say? Oh, okay. Yeah, the dynamic, dude. They're so sick. I'm just excited to go on tour with them because we haven't yet. But through the past, like the previous years, there's always been like a sense of family with whoever we're touring with, and it's really nice to be a part of that.